Imagine holding a small, dried, wrinkled and faded mushroom in the palm of your hand. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Aztecs called it tiananacatl, literally translated as the flesh of the gods. Today we know there is no mystical magic inside it, but something much more powerful. A chemical code capable of hacking your central nervous system. Swallowing it means pressing an irreversible switch. That distorts your perception of time, space, and your very identity. But what exactly happens when psychedelic mushrooms enter your body and take control? Get comfortable. We are about to take a journey into the secrets of your mind. You just chewed and swallowed the mushroom. The taste is earthy, almost unpleasant. It reaches your stomach, and your digestive acids start breaking it down. The main active ingredient is called psilocybin. However, your brain is highly secured and won't let this molecule in just like that. Your liver steps in. It acts like a chemistry lab. It strips a piece off the molecule, turning it into a highly reactive substance, psilocin. Psilocin enters your bloodstream. It's so small it easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, the security wall of your brain. Once inside, it targets your serotonin receptors on your neurons. Psilocin has a chemical shape almost identical to your natural serotonin. It fits the receptor like a master key, opening the main lock. The switch is flipped. Your brain is flooded with unusual electrical signals. The trip has officially begun. 30 to 60 minutes later, you enter the come-up phase, often the hardest part. Your nervous system goes on high alert. Your heart rate speeds up and your blood pressure rises. And you might feel sudden cold shivers. Many people feel strong nausea and a deep sense of restlessness. It's your body sensing a sudden chemical change and going into survival mode. The body load kicks in. Your arms and legs become incredibly heavy. Just getting off the couch feels like a massive effort. You yawn repeatedly and your eyes water, but you're not tired at all. Your mind is bracing itself for the coming sensory overload. Once you get past the anxiety, we hit the peak. Your perception of colors changes. Your vision seems to upgrade to 4K. Colors become hypersaturated. The grass looks like it is glowing. And sunlight becomes thick and liquid, like you could touch it. Then geometric reality starts to bend. If you stare at a wall, the surface begins to slide and move. This is the breathing walls effect. Objects seem to pulse with a life of their own. If you close your eyes, there is no darkness waiting for you. Your inner vision explodes into fractals, neon spirals, and alien architectures. A phenomenon called synesthesia occurs. The boundaries between your senses collapse. You might literally see the music as waves of color, or even taste a sound. Normally your brain is specialized. Areas talk only through strict highways. There is a specific network called the default mode network. Think of it as the manager of your mind. It controls your ego and inner critic. Under mushrooms, this network slows down. The manager is put to sleep. Your ego, for the first time since birth, is turned off. Now brain areas that ignore each other start talking, making new connections. Your brain goes back to working like that of a child. This chaos causes the most intense phenomenon of all, ego death. You forget who you are, your name, your job, your problems. You become a drop of water merging with the ocean. The concept of time vanishes. You are stuck in an infinite present. A single minute looking at a leaf can feel as long as a whole lifetime. Mushrooms are not an anesthetic. They are an uncontrollable amplifier. In an anxious or crowded place, your brain amplifies discomfort into pure terror. You enter what is called a bad trip. The walls no longer breathe peacefully. They seem to close in on you. People's faces warp into creepy, demonic features. The most frightening effect is the thought loop. You get trapped in the same negative thoughts for hours, unable to escape. You convince yourself you have gone permanently crazy. A genetic predisposition to psychosis can be triggered by psychedelics. After about 6 hours, the drug wears off, the hallucinations fade. You gradually return to reality, exhausted but clear-headed. You enter the afterglow phase. For days you feel lighter, calmer, and in a much better mood. It's not magic, it's biology. Imagine your obsessive mind as a snowy hill you've skied for years. Your thoughts always slide into the same deep, sad grooves. It becomes impossible to change your path. The mushroom is like fresh snowfall covering the old grooves, a blank canvas. Now you can ski in new directions, building new habits. This is called neuroplasticity. The brain releases a protein like fertilizer that grows new links between neurons. Universities now use mushrooms in trials to treat depression, trauma, and addiction. Guided by psychologists, the experience gives the mind a positive reboot. There is one last long-term risk, a rare condition called HPPD. Some people, months later, never fully return to visual normal. They keep seeing visual snow, light trails, and halos around lights. The brain's visual switch stayed partly stuck on, a permanent annoyance. Magic mushrooms are not a recreational party drug. Their physical toxicity is nearly zero, but their psychological toxicity is huge. They can dismantle your sense of self and rebuild it. Medicine is just starting to understand the benefits, but the risks are real. If this made you curious, smash the like button to support the video. Tell me in the comments, should psychedelics be legal for therapy? Subscribe so you don't miss our next explorations of the human body, and we'll see each other very soon on the next incredible journey.